Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking lookalikes. And this week we started with air. And if you recall how air was written in contemporary Chinese digitized version, then you will notice this one looks very close. We're just missing one stroke in the middle here. And the meaning is dramatically different than air. If air is like super multitasker, because we started the idea from like a tornado shape of spiraling air in nature, we apply that to ourselves. When humans use human language to describe a human themselves, they can mean a variety of things. And it can mean breathing from the basics of breathing, because that's associated with air, just inside and outside of you. And our air, our internal air processing or exchange is connected to the environmental air. And then air eventually becomes somebody's mannerism, somebody's charisma, right? Or riz, or somebody's vibe. So all that can be use just one simple nature-inspired concept. We use that on a variety of situations on humans themselves. This one, missing one horizontal line, it becomes bag. Qi. Okay, yesterday is a qi, fallen tone. And this one is a qi. Associated, we changed the tone, changed the spelling. And the two, are they connected? Well, traditional Chinese simplified looks exactly the same, and 2,000 years ago, we don't even have that word collected into the dictionary. Probably because bag is not really a good meaning. As in today, America has lots of homeless as a social phenomenon. People may choose or not to be homeless. Affordability is a big word today. Probably ancient Chinese society, there were also people who couldn't afford to have a roof over their head, and begging was the same thing the very ancient time as well. And probably it was not, I guess, in Chinese philosophy, this was not something they want to glamorize. Therefore, the dictionary was not even bothered to collect this. And so we, later day, because this qi sounds similar and spelled very similar to qi, the air, just two spirals. So we can almost see, okay, if this evolves back then from the concept of air, then we just remove the middle part of it. And how come just remove one stroke? Make it two spirals instead of three layers of spiraling. Now it can actually mean back. My theory, okay, this is my makeup things, is that the air, natural phenomenon, and Chinese often uses three, means multitudes. We simply couldn't draw more than three, because three is a lot already. And when we have this back concept, that we take out the middle stroke, that means if this is the air from us, because back is human behavior, and when we associate a back with air, that's almost like your air, your energy flow was almost not as connected or uninterrupted or strong, like this three-stroke symbolized air that coming out of you. And here is, well, Chinese have an expression called 求人气短, something like that. Like your air is going to be shorter if you are in a begging position. So if you ask for something, especially like not justified, not in proportion to what you give, so this give and take balance was broken, then at that moment, your air is going to be shorter. So I'm not sure if that Chinese expression can be a footnote of like one stroke less kind of air. That's how Chinese depict the behavior of begging. Okay, we have a few expressions. 乞讨, tao means asking for most like a food or stuff. So 乞 is beg. Okay, if beg is the mannerism or the air, the energy associated with the behavior of begging, and then tao is almost like neutral depiction of what the behavior is about. It's like asking. Because when you are short on air, you may or may not asking, right? So because people who are begging, we don't know if they just walk or normally among the crowd. It's only when they pause and start to pose as a begging position, then we know. So tao is to make it explicit. Now you're actually asking for help. That's 乞讨, 乞丐. This guy is also associated with the air, and this is a later rendering of it. About a guy is also about the air. It's kind of not going straight. It's twisted, so it's related to energy flow. It's not, it's not like you're standing on the earth, you're connecting to heaven, so your energy is aligned with the universe. And here something is twisted, something is off. And qi and gai paired together means the person who is begging. Especially if we use gai by itself, it means the person. Qi lian, we have the heart symbol on the left side. So lian means pity, and qi lian means you ask for pity. That's almost like a Chinese earlier version of today's pretty common phenomenon of victimize. So victimhood. And so you display that victimhood as if you were not treated fairly, and therefore you're asking or begging for pity. And over here, I search on Unsplash and all kinds of images. And this one stands out simply because of the solemn expressions of this person. Not necessarily he is begging, but that picture was tagging as begging behavior. So I guess this can be a proximity of how a person sit down, looks not kind of sullen. You can see the air, right? The energy flow is not really exuberant. You're not even sitting up straight. Your body, your bones are not aligned, right? So your energy beam is not heaven and earth direct channeling through you. Here is hunched over, solemn expression. So all that I want to illustrate the association of the behavior of begging to the energy flow. That's the air through us missing one critical link. Qi. Thank you for your time. See you another day.